In Japan, people bathe naked with strangers and don't feel embarrassed. Koi fish swim in sewer ditches. Christmas, they eat KFC, and green traffic lights are actually blue. Sounds unbelievable? But it's all true. Japan is the place that shocks the world with its culture, a land where the unimaginable is simply part of daily life. In this video, let's explore 10 insane facts that only exist in Japan, the country where strangers bathe together completely naked. And the first fact might make you blush, but also deeply reflect on Japanese culture. Bathing completely naked with strangers in public bathhouses. Sento. Would you dare to take off all your clothes and walk into a room full of strangers just to take a bath? In Japan, this isn't strange at all. It's a cultural ritual, preserved for centuries. The Japanese call it Sento, public bathhouses where people don't just clean their bodies, but also wash away their worries. Step through the old wooden doors, and you'll be greeted by the gentle scent of hinoki wood and a haze of steam filling the air. The sound of flowing water blends with soft conversations, creating a background tune that feels odd but comforting. Here, no clothes mean no titles, no social status, no burdens, just people and hot water. Sento began in the 6th century but truly became the heart of the community during the Edo period, when every neighborhood had a shared bath where locals gathered to relax, chat, and bond. Today, even with private bathrooms at home, many Japanese still return to the Sento as a mental retreat, a place where memories and serenity still live on. If you're a foreigner, it may feel awkward, maybe even shy. But if you cross that line just once and soak in the warm water, you'll feel every muscle relax, every breath slow down. The chill outside melts into the quiet warmth of tradition. Perhaps bathing in Japan isn't just about cleanliness. It's about slowing down, accepting yourself, and connecting with others in the simplest, most human way. And just when you start getting used to the idea of communal naked bathing, Japan surprises you again with one of the world's most bizarre Christmas traditions, celebrating with fried chicken from KFC. Celebrating Christmas with KFC instead of turkey. While the rest of the world gets ready for a cozy holiday meal with roasted turkey and candlelight, in Japan, people line up for hours to buy a bucket of KFC. Sounds like a social media joke? It's not. It's real and has become one of the most unique Christmas traditions on Earth. It all began in the 1970s when a KFC manager in Tokyo overheard some foreign customers lamenting that they missed having turkey for Christmas dinner. That sparked a bold idea: market KFC as a Christmas feast. No one expected the campaign to strike such a chord with the Japanese, who didn't traditionally celebrate Christmas like the West, but were always open to new customs when presented with elegance and ceremony. Since then, every holiday season, KFC stores across Japan light up in festive red, and the lines stretch from major streets to hidden alleyways. The atmosphere is cheerful, with every chicken box wrapped like a gift, accompanied by cake and wine, creating a Western-style Japanese Christmas. Elegant yet familiar. In Japan, Christmas isn't a religious day, but more like a romantic holiday, a time to date, give gifts, and celebrate together. And the star of the celebration? Not Santa or the Christmas tree, but a crispy golden piece of fried chicken, infused with the scent of nostalgia. To foreigners, it might seem strange, but to many Japanese, Christmas KFC is a treasured memory, a sweet winter ritual, where something once foreign has become heartwarmingly familiar. What about you? If you were in Japan during Christmas, would you trade your turkey for a bucket of KFC with the locals? Or does Christmas for you need to taste like tradition? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear. And just when you've digested the shock of a fried chicken Christmas, Japan hits you with another unbelievable twist. Koi fish swimming in street ditches, cleaner than your backyard pond. Koi fish swimming in street drainage canals. In most parts of the world, street drainage ditches are places people avoid, filled with trash, foul smells, and forgotten water flows. But in Japan, there's a city where these very canals have become a paradise for koi fish. Welcome to Shimabara, a peaceful coastal town on Kyushu Island, where every step along the sidewalk can lead you to a crystal clear stream winding through neighborhoods, home to hundreds of vibrant koi swimming leisurely beneath your feet. When sunlight hits the water, the koi scales glimmer like floating crystals in the heart of the city. There are no barriers, no glass tanks, just pristine water clear enough to see the bottom, and a living ecosystem right underfoot. The story dates back to 1792, when an earthquake and tsunami devastated Shimabara. From the ruins, fresh underground springs began to bubble up and flow through the city's channels. The townspeople didn't just use the water, they cherished it, protected it, and made it part of their town's soul. Today, Shimabara is known not just for its beauty, but for its extraordinary harmony between nature and urban life, where storm drains have become a living symbol of the Japanese respect for nature. There's no need to buy a ticket to an aquarium. Just walk through Shimabara, and as koi glide gracefully beneath the clear surface, you'll understand. In Japan, even the most ordinary things can become extraordinary when cared for with heart. Renting a girlfriend, boyfriend, or family by the hour. Feeling lonely? Need a companion for a party? Or just want someone to sit quietly and listen? In Japan, you don't need a close relationship. You just need a rental service. In this fast-paced society where emotions often struggle to keep up, the demand for connection, even temporary, has evolved into a legal and booming industry. The rental family service. You can rent a girlfriend for a park walk, a father to attend a wedding, or a friend for a quiet dinner. Sound cold and impersonal? In Japan, it's not about devaluing relationships. It's about filling the gaps modern life leaves behind. These services are run with strict standards, appearance, etiquette, listening skills, and sometimes even the approval of a client's real-life partner. In a culture where formality often silences emotion, hiring a pretend companion to witness your unspoken thoughts can become a gentle and necessary emotional balm. To outsiders, it might seem strange, but look closer, and you'll see a subtle, poignant portrait of loneliness in a hyper-modern world, where sometimes people just need someone to hold their hand, even if just for a rented moment. In Japan, even emotions can be scheduled. And within that staged encounter, at times, lie the most genuine moments. Would you ever consider hiring someone just to share a meal, listen, or sit quietly by your side? Would you try it? Or is emotion something you believe can't be rented? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And the next surprise is personal. Very personal. Japan is home to toilets so smart, they might make you never want to leave the bathroom. High-tech toilets with heating, bidets, and music. Toilets aren't usually the highlight of travel stories, but in Japan, there's something you'll never forget. Not because they're inconvenient, but because they're thoughtfully engineered down to the smallest detail. Using a public restroom here feels more like stepping into a spacecraft. Sleek, silent, and surprisingly considerate. The seat is always warm, even on the coldest days. The bidet functions gently and precisely with settings for direction and pressure, all adjusted with a single tap. Embarrassed by sounds, there's music or ambient water noises to ease your most private moments. This isn't just comfort, it's the Japanese philosophy of life, where even the smallest human need is treated with care, respect, and understanding. Only in Japan can a toilet feel like a moment of relaxation, a pause in your day that reminds you, here, you are looked after. And when you return home, you might find yourself awkwardly staring at your old basic toilet and secretly wishing it could play music. Think things couldn't get stranger? Just wait. Japan is about to amaze you with something even more surprising. A watermelon sold as a work of art, priced at over $100. If you're surprised so far, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the 10 insane facts that only exist in Japan. Even more fascinating facts await. Stay tuned. Square watermelons cost over $100 each. Sounds outrageous? In Japan, it's not just fruit, it's a cultural icon. In Tokyo's upscale supermarkets or luxury fruit boutiques in Osaka, you'll find square-shaped watermelons displayed like pieces of art. These aren't for quick snacking, they're for admiring, gifting, and showing respect, all in the spirit of Omotenashi. Japan's refined culture of hospitality and appreciation. These melons are carefully grown in glass molds, shaped day by day while still young, so they develop into perfect cubes, symmetrical, balanced, and flawless on every corner. Their shape isn't just a novelty, it's a philosophy, beauty created through patience, discipline, and meticulous care. The taste? Still the familiar, refreshing sweetness of watermelon. But the steep price isn't about flavor, it's about the story. The pursuit of perfection, the Japanese aesthetic, and a national pride that elevates even a fruit's shape into a form of art. In a world driven by speed and convenience, the square watermelon serves as a quiet reminder. True beauty often takes time to take shape. Blue traffic lights instead of green. Ever stopped at a Japanese intersection and noticed something off? The green light that signals you to go is actually blue. Not the green we're used to everywhere else, a small detail, yet one that confuses almost every first-time visitor to Japan. But as with most things in Japan, this oddity has deep cultural roots. In ancient Japanese, the word AO referred to both blue and green. For centuries, there was no firm distinction between them. Both the sky and the leaves were simply AO. So when modern traffic lights were introduced, the word for go remained AO, even though the light was technically green. Rather than change the language, they adjusted the color of the light, mixing in more blue so it appeared closer to AO, while still being recognizable as go, a delicate, harmonious compromise, perfectly Japanese. It's where language meets design, where history and modernity blend, and global norms are balanced with cultural identity. And suddenly you realize, in Japan, even the color of a traffic light carries layers of meaning, care, and cultural storytelling. Just after passing through one of these blue-lit crosswalks, you might spot a quiet machine, holding a world inside: ramen, coffee, soft serve, even batteries and face masks. Vending machines that sell everything, from ramen to masks. Think vending machines are just for soda or snacks? In Japan, they're more like mini unmanned stores, where almost everything you might need is right there, ready. On a quiet street in Kyoto, near a subway station in Tokyo, or even on a snowy mountain in Hokkaido, you'll find glowing vending machines quietly standing by, like they're waiting for you. And inside, not just drinks or gum, but hot ramen, creamy soft serve, brewed coffee, fresh fruit, backup batteries, even face masks and underwear. Sounds bizarre? For the Japanese, it's simply thoughtful tech. In a nation where life runs with the precision of clockwork, people don't always have time to stop at a crowded store. Vending machines offer not just convenience, they reflect Japan's attention to detail, spotless, reliable, 24/7s, and always stocked fresh. There are over 5 million vending machines in Japan, an almost unbelievable number, making it the world's vending machine capital. Even more surprising, they're rarely broken or vandalized. This is where technology, trust, and tradition converge. In a country where you can buy dinner from a machine and feel like someone invisible, kind, and meticulous just took care of you. Bathing in green tea, coffee, or wine at spas. Forget your regular bubble bath. In Japan, relaxation goes far beyond the ordinary. At certain hot spring resorts and unique spas, you can soak not just in warm water, but in red wine, rich green tea, or freshly brewed coffee. Strange? Maybe. But in Japan, it's a way to care for both body and soul, using familiar ingredients in ways the rest of the world never imagined. Picture this. You enter a quiet, steamy room. The scent of roasted coffee fills the air. You ease into a dark, espresso-colored bath, like stepping into a giant cup of warmth. Nearby, a glowing red wine pool promises rejuvenation, inspired by Cleopatra's famed great bathing rituals. Green tea, with its antibacterial and detoxifying properties, fills wooden hanoki tubs, delivering a cleansing, almost spiritual experience. Here, bathing is more than hygiene. It's an art form where your body is honored and your senses slowly reawaken. No noise, no high-tech distractions, just scent, steam, and stillness spreading through every breath. You might walk out with softer skin, but more importantly, with a lighter heart. If you could pick one unusual bath from the list, what would it be? Green tea, coffee, or wine? Leave a comment with your choice. And take a guess. Which one do you think Japanese spa goers love most? I'll reveal the answer below. Capsule hotels, sleeping inside a box. Have you ever imagined spending the night in a box? In the heart of Tokyo's hustle, surrounded by skyscrapers and neon lights, there's a type of accommodation that has stunned the world. The Capsule Hotel. Tiny, narrow, minimal. But don't let the size fool you. Inside each sleeping pod lies a compact world of comfort and thoughtful design. Picture this. You walk down a quiet hallway bathed in soft lighting. Stacked along the walls are individual capsules, each just big enough for one person to lie down. You pull the curtain shut, settle in, and realize something unexpected. It feels just right. A soft mattress, a warm reading light, USB outlets, and your own control panel. It's like being in the cockpit of a spaceship. Private, cozy, and oddly calming. Capsule hotels originated in Japan in the late 1970s, built as a quick fix for workers who missed the last train. But what started as a temporary solution has become a symbol of Japanese creativity, minimalism, and efficiency. Today, capsule hotels are everywhere, from train stations to airports, from city centers to wellness retreats. Some have evolved into mini luxury stays, offering spa baths, co-working spaces, bars, and even shared cinemas. In a country where every square meter matters, smallness is not a limitation. It's an art form, an art of stillness, an art of respecting personal space, and an art of delivering a perfect night's sleep, even inside a space no bigger than a closet. Japan, a country that never stops surprising the world. A place where cleanliness, respect, and aesthetics show up even in the smallest details, from a perfectly molded square watermelon to a sleep pod no larger than your arms can stretch. That's why, in this video, we explored 10 insane facts that only exist in Japan, the country where strangers bathe together naked. A journey through things so strange they seem fictional, but are everyday realities for those living here. Japan is a beautiful paradox: tradition and tech, silence and speed, eccentricity and extraordinary kindness. The deeper you explore, the more you realize what seems weird here is actually quite endearing. So what do you think? If you had one chance to visit Japan, which of these wild and wonderful experiences would you try first? Drop your answer in the comments below. And remember, this bizarre adventure is just getting started.